From the Cronkite studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
In my view, electing Donald Trump as president would be a disaster for this country and something we must not allow.
Bernie Sanders is at Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff today, campaigning for his former rival, Hillary Clinton.
And why Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio is calling on his posse to help protect his deputies.
Plus, two cultures, one passion. How a new Arizona State University program is influencing the Chinese sporting world.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Alex Capriello.
And I'm Alexis Ducrath. Thank you for joining us. The Democratic Party is focusing attention on Arizona. The first of three political heavy hitters just took the stage in Flagstaff. Danielle Kernkamp is live from Northern Arizona University, where Bernie Sanders just wrapped up. Danielle?
That's right. The crowd here at Prochnow Auditorium was very loud and very excited to hear what the former Democratic candidate for president had to say. And he wasted no time before he took on Donald Trump.
What we have got to focus upon is not just the personality of Mr. Trump, as objectionable as it is. We have got to also focus on what he is advocating. And if you look at his policies, these are policies that will benefit the wealthiest people in this country at the expense of everybody else.
Sanders was introduced by an NAU student who spoke about college debt and Hillary Clinton's plan to make public universities free for families making less than $125,000 a year. Sanders covered several topics during his speech, including influences of dark money on elections, immigration, and the defeat of what he called, quote, the billionaire class. People who attended the rally told us it's time to unite behind the Democratic ticket.
You have to go for like the person that's not gonna who you know for sure is not going to bring harm to this country and things like that.
Trump would be a disaster for you, for America, but also for Europe. I mean, he said a lot of awful things about a lot of people, which I don't think is very, tactical in this difficult time.
Sanders isn't done in Arizona just yet. He now travels to Tucson, hitting another early vote rally. Danielle Kernkamp, live in Flagstaff, Cronkite News.
Chelsea Clinton will continue the campaign for Hillary Clinton in Arizona tomorrow at ASU's Tempe campus. The event is scheduled for 1 p.m. and will be focused on Clinton's debt-free college plan.
Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump is campaigning in Colorado Springs today. During his rally, Trump shared his proposal for reforming government ethics and says as president, he would push to amend the Constitution.
If I'm elected president, I will push for a constitutional amendment to impose term limits on all members of Congress.
Trump and Clinton will face off in the final presidential debate before the election tomorrow night. The contest begins at 6 p.m. and you can catch all the action on Arizona PBS.
Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio is calling on his posse to help protect his deputies. In a Facebook video, Arpaio said he is mobilizing his posse to ride along with deputies to provide extra protection. The sheriff also wants private citizens to take action during mass shootings.
I will call on all those that have weapons, private citizens, to take action when they come across a rampage where many people are being shot or killed.
In the video, Arpaio also said his posse would return to malls this Christmas season to help protect shoppers.
Latino organizations are again choosing Arizona for conventions after years of boycotting the state because of SB 1070. And as Cronkite News reporter Lillian Griego shows us, the nation's largest Hispanic civil rights organization is leading the way.
The Phoenix Convention Center has booked 67 groups this year. More than 235,000 people will attend conventions here.
Well, NCLR is very excited to be coming back to Phoenix, Arizona. We were founded in Phoenix, Arizona 48 years ago.
NCLR, or the National Council of La Raza, is the largest Hispanic civil rights organization in the country and was a leading voice in calling for a boycott in Arizona.
Not just NCLR, but many other Latino organizations felt that it was necessary at the time during SB 1070. We know that it had a very negative impact on many residents here.
Many cancel conventions or stay away from Arizona after the state passed the immigration law, costing the state millions of dollars.
The fact that NCLR has come to Arizona and is coming back to Arizona, if you will, because they haven't been here since 2004, I think. It's really important. Symbolically, it speaks to the fact that things have improved.
Another sign that things are getting better is that the nation's oldest Latino organization, LULAC, is also coming back to Phoenix in 2018. Lilian Griego, Cronkite News.
Peoria police are alerting citizens of a scam occurring in Peoria and surrounding cities. The victims of the scam are receiving phone calls from someone claiming to be a Peoria Police Department sergeant. The suspect tells victims that they failed to appear for jury duty or respond to a jury summons. The suspect then tries to get money from the victims in various ways. The Peoria Police Department says if you receive a call like this, do not provide any personal information, hang up, and contact the police department to report the incident.
Arizona stands to gain tens of millions of dollars following a huge settlement with Volkswagen.
Coming up on Cronkite News, details on the financial windfall, plus how VW owners and lessees can get their fair share of the settlement money.
Plus, family struggles keep Native American students from seeking higher education. But young tribal members are finding ways to overcome these challenges.
I think I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life now. All my dreams are coming true, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. It's good to be alive right about now. Now.
Tickets are now available for the annual Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism Luncheon, held Monday, November 21st at the Sheraton Grand Phoenix. Join media industry and community leaders in honoring this year's recipient, award-winning journalist and CBS Evening News anchor Scott Pelley. The annual Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism Luncheon. cronkite.asu.edu/luncheon.
After more than 10 months in the courts, a federal judge in California could soon approve a settlement of almost $15 billion against Volkswagen, a deal that could mean tens of millions for Arizona. Reporter Claire Caulfield is live in our Washington bureau with the details. Claire?
So the deal would settle government charges that the German automaker cheated federal clean air standards, installing a defeat device in diesel cars that would make them run cleaner only during emissions testing. The tentative settlement calls on VW to pay $10 billion directly to people who owned or leased the faulty cars. Another $2 billion will go to a fund encouraging the use of zero-emission vehicles, and $2.7 billion will go to help improve air quality from the 500,000 affected cars that were sold in the U.S. The state also stands to get at least $53 million from the Clean Air Fund. The car owners stand to get their own money from VW, which set up a website to walk people through the claims process. Arizona has about 10,000 affected cars. Their owners could get anywhere from $2,000 for damages to $44,000 for selling a late model Audi back to the carmaker. Today, the federal judge said he is inclined to approve the full details of the settlement within the next week. I spoke to Sandy Barr of the Sierra Club, who said she hopes to see the state use its share of the settlement to invest in electric cars and buses, and her organization is looking forward to working with the state. Live in Washington, D.C., Claire Caulfield, Cronkite News.
Authorities say prescription drug abusers get their drugs from family and friends' homes. Tempe Police and the DEA are giving people a chance to properly dispose of their expired or unwanted prescription drugs to combat drug abuse. The disposal event will be on Saturday at the Tempe Police South Substation, where people can anonymously dispose of their drugs. For residents in the Southeast Valley, you can drop your prescription drugs off at the Queen Creek Substation. Today, the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network came out against Prop 205, the proposition to treat marijuana like alcohol. The Action Network says, quote, Prop 205 restricts the ability of local governments to strengthen local laws to protect public health and sets off a domino effect of serious, often unalterable conditions that would have negative impacts on Arizona citizens. The Health System Alliance of Arizona also doesn't support Prop 205 because it exposes employers to increased workplace accidents.
Tribal leaders from across the country gathered in Phoenix recently for the Native Congress of American Indians Convention. Among the critical issues, education. Cronkite News reporter Yesenia Beltran shows us many Native American students struggle to get a higher education.
Julianne Keams is a Navajo student at Mesa Community College. She is studying social work. But it's been a tough journey from the reservation to the college classroom. She left school when her mother got sick.
I dropped out of high school and just to take care of my mom. And then after a while, she really thought that my education was the most important thing. So she really wanted me to have a high school diploma.
She went back to school after her mother died and went on to college. Close family ties are one of the reasons Native American students find it difficult to leave the reservation.
One of the fastest ways for brainstorming.
Young tribal members from across the country recently gathered in Phoenix to find ways to overcome challenges that keep them from a higher education. It was one of the issues discussed at the Native Congress of American Indians Convention.
One of the things that we talked about was the importance of having role models, so having positive role models.
Quimby Ghani is Miss Native Mesa Community College. She's one of the few Native American women studying construction management.
I still want to encourage Native American students to continue on with their education, regardless of whatever trials they face.
Her father died when she was just a junior in high school. She still remembers his last words.
I want you to go all the way with your education. And that was the last time I ever spoke to him. So for him to leave that with me, that sort of drove me back to going back to school.
Ghani will be the first in her family to graduate from college, setting the example for other Native students. In Phoenix, Yesenia Beltran, Cronkite News.
The social media app Instagram is rolling out a new feature to help users with depression and other mental illnesses. The photo sharing app will soon allow you to anonymously report photos that might show self-harm. The app will then reach out to the user and provide them with resources such as the National Suicide Prevention Hotline or the National Eating Disorders Association. The feature is set to roll out in the coming weeks.
The Human Rights Campaign announced yesterday that Phoenix received a perfect score on its Municipal Equality Index by ensuring rights for the LGBTQ community. In a statement, Councilman Michael Nowakowski said, today's announcement is a reminder that in Phoenix, each resident that works every day to be a good community partner is a welcome part of our city's fabric, and that they have the full protection of our laws and policies. Sun Devil Stadium has adopted a new security policy this year.
But it may be keeping fans from attending football games. Coming up on Cronkite News, how this family says the clear bag policy is keeping them from the games.
Now we got a temperature of 89 degrees in Phoenix, which is above normal for this time of year. Will that trend continue? I have your full forecast coming up next.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm always searching to feel like I fit into something.
We are the people that we are because of our past.
I'm just one of many who stopped being silent.
They said the fight would break us, the struggle helped to make who we are.
It's just proof of how far we have come.
Make sure in all the hustle and bustle, we don't lose sight of why we're here.
It all boils down to communicating the lives we live.
if you look closely, they've got a story to tell.
It connects with you in a very deep way.
We wish you love, peace, and soul.
Come with us on this great adventure.
Come and play with us.
Onward and onward.
Good ideas open up a whole new world of possibilities.
The more you know about history, the more you know about yourself.
The sky is the limit.
Where I go, there you are.
A clear bag policy has been adopted in all NFL stadiums and almost all of the Pac-12. Its purpose is to get fans into stadiums quicker without compromising security. Cronkite News reporter Natalie Taranjoli is in the broadcast center with details on how one family finds it too difficult to attend the games.
We all know families with small children have a lot of stuff, and that holds true for the Parsons family in North Phoenix. They're huge Sun Devil fans, but haven't been to a game this year because the clear bag policy doesn't allow them to bring all the things they need.
All the stuff.
Adriana Parsons is an ASU alum who loves to watch Sun Devil football games with her husband and 2 young children.
And as far as the football games, I think it's a huge part of being a Sun Devil fan, so we try to go to as many games as we can.
But they haven't been to a game since the stadium adopted the clear bag policy in August.
It's going to help our security easily identify what's in the bag and get the fans through the line quickly.
Families experience the biggest changes to what they can bring. Diaper bags and full-size strollers have to be left at home. Parsons finds it difficult now to attend the games.
We have diapers, a set of extra clothing, wipes, bottles, burp rags.
All of which have to fit in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, or one of the many on sale by the stadium and other retailers.
And I think there's also a misconception of how big a bag is because we do reference that 1 gallon size, but the actual bag size, 12 by 6 by 12, is substantial.
Parsons says she understands the security reasons for the policy, but thinks if she makes it to a game, it'll have to be without her kids.
It'll make it significantly harder to go to the game, so we might have to incur additional costs such as childcare.
Stadium officials say that the games are still family-friendly and that each person can carry their own clear bag inside.
This is an example of probably the largest 12 by 6 by 12 bag that you can bring in.
As for Parsons, she plans on watching the next Sun Devil football game from home. Spokespeople for both Sun Devil and University of Phoenix Stadium said they have received mostly positive feedback about the clear bag policy and that they want to keep up the tradition of families going to the games. Live in the broadcast center, Natalie Taranjoli, Cronkite News.
It's almost the end of October, but it still doesn't really feel like fall.
No, it sure doesn't. Temperatures have been higher than normal for this time of year. And Tyler in the Weather Center has more. Tyler?
Yeah, Alex, we saw those higher temperatures today. We saw a high of 90 degrees today. Right now in Phoenix, though, we're sitting at 89 degrees with 64 degrees up in Flagstaff, 86 over in Lake Havasu, and 91 degrees down in Tucson. As we take a look at the whole entire nation, as you notice, we had some really warm temperatures down to the south. Those temperatures are also above normal. Yesterday, St. Louis broke a record, and today they're sitting at 82, 89 degrees over in Dallas, and that's because they don't see any cloud cover across the whole south. That's because our jet stream is way to the north, keeping all that polar moisture and polar cold air up to the north. But over the next couple of days, that jet stream will work its way south, and places in the Midwest will get cooler. But down here in Arizona, we will stay warm over the next couple of days. Right now, over the last couple hours, as you can see, we don't have any cloud cover across the state, and that is keeping our air very dry, no moisture in the air whatsoever. As we take a look at your day planner for tomorrow, waking up with 67 degrees and clear skies at 6 a.m. Above normal temperatures, rising up to 91 degrees at 3 p.m. and cooling off at 8 p.m. to 89 degrees with clear skies. As we take a look at your next couple of days, notice Thursday, 98 degrees, and that is actually well above normal, but we really won't break any records. Our record high on Thursday is 103, so that record still should stay, but 86 degrees as our normal high, definitely a lot warmer on Thursday, and that trend is going to continue. Saturday and Sunday is going to be well above normal, and we get back to normal temperatures probably around Tuesday of next week. Tyler Klaus, Cronkite Weather.
The Phoenix Fire Department is now implementing a new level of training for their firefighters. The department received $25,000 from the Nest and Leary Foundation that will go toward updated technology for new recruit fire education. The grant is designed to provide recruits the resources they need to properly train before going out on a call. The Fall River Fire Department in Massachusetts also received the grant for their education program. Fire managers at the Grand Canyon are planning 2 prescribed burns along the North Rim this week. Prescribed fires play an important role in decreasing risks to life, resources, and property. They are only initiated when weather conditions are favorable to ensure visitor and firefighter safety. Visitors may see fire personnel, vehicles, and air support in the area while the fires are occurring. If you are in the area, drive slowly, turn your lights on, and follow directions of signs or fire personnel.
Wildlife officials are considering whether to lethally remove a bear for its recent behavior. In the Santa Rita Mountains, Arizona Game and Fish say the bear has endangered hikers charging within 10 feet of them. The bear has been spotted multiple times since September in the mountains, 40 miles south of Tucson. Hikers are being warned to stay away from the Old Baldy Trail in the Santa Rita Mountains until the issue has been resolved. Feral pigs could be eliminated at a wildlife refuge near the Arizona-California border. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service says the hogs threaten native wildlife, natural habitats, and public safety in the Havasu Wildlife Refuge. The wild pigs are not native to the Americas and were brought to North America by early European explorers and settlers.
A new Pac-12 and ASU program is influencing sports overseas.
Coming up on Cronkite News, what 96 Chinese coaches plan to learn at Arizona State University.
The confidence to lead our country.
This isn't reality television.
I feel like Hamilton reached out from history and wouldn't let me go until I told his story.
I make no apology for my actions. I would do the same again.
How we come so far and yet have so far to go.
Right there, coming up.
In 1920s Melbourne,
careful with the hand luggage. My pistol's in there somewhere and it may still be loaded.
Phryne Fisher is a detective.
Things could get interesting around here.
Thought they already were.
Who isn't afraid to live a little.
I hope you're not concealing a dangerous weapon under that skirt.
I'm concealing a lot of things.
Why do you think you can just run off on your own?
Because I'm carrying a gun.
The irresistible series, Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries.
Saturday night at 10 on Arizona PBS.
Hi, I'm Charlie Rose. As part of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at ASU, Arizona PBS is providing a state-of-the-art venue for the next generation of journalists. From newsrooms in Washington, Los Angeles, and here in Phoenix, students engage in real-time, real-world news reporting, broadcast production, and online innovation. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS working together in new ways to bridge the classroom to the community in the digital age.
As we saw during this summer's Olympics, sport can serve as a unifying force across different cultures. That connectivity has been on display at Arizona State, where American and Chinese coaches are working together to learn from each other. A partnership between the Pac-12 Conference and the Federation University Sports China has brought 96 track and field, basketball, and swimming coaches across the globe to the Arizona State campus. Their goal is to incorporate American sports strategy and training techniques into their traditional Chinese routines back home.
I looked forward to this training because I thought that the training style in America is very different and at a higher level than in China. So I want to learn more, and when I'm back home, I can use this to train my team and we can perform better.
With the help of ASU's Global Launch Program, the university is playing host to these foreign coaches for the next 2.5 months to teach the Sun Devil way.
I think that we're a first-class institution. We're a first-class athletic program. I think this is the reason that they want to come learn from us.
In addition to the specific tactics American athletes use to excel in their sports, the Chinese coaches said they want to observe and adopt the intensity that American athletes are known for.
The American swimmers are very passionate, which is what the Chinese swimmers lack.
And while the Chinese coaches are the ones taking notes in class, their professors are also learning from this cultural exchange.
I think it's improving my strengths as a coach because it's making me think deeper. So for me, it's an educational, inward thinking. For me, it's great too.
Along with ASU, the University of Utah is also hosting 100 coaches for their fall semester. Now, it's been mostly hard work for these visitors as they explore Arizona and navigate language barriers. But one coach told me that they've had some fun too. His most exciting moment? Walking into Sun Devil Stadium to watch ASU football in action.
If you have a young baseball or softball player in your family, they have a chance to win big bucks for their team thanks to the Arizona Diamondbacks. The D-backs, in partnership with Chase, is now accepting applications for the Chase Your Dreams program. It will award $100,000 to high school baseball and softball programs, providing financial support for equipment, field maintenance, and facility improvements. And talk about getting in the spirit of the game and the season. A couple of hours before the Arizona Cardinals won their Monday night football game, cornerback Patrick Peterson put on a T-Rex costume for pregame warm-ups. Peterson apparently lost the team's quarterback bucket challenge this week and therefore had to make this prehistoric appearance before the game.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon in PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, we'll talk about the small but influential Mormon vote in Arizona and the U.S. And we'll look at the role of specialty courts in Maricopa County. That's on the next Arizona Horizon.
I'm Judy Woodruff on the next NewsHour. Ground Report Nevada. How a split among Republicans could alter the Senate race in that swing state. That's Tuesday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top stories in Arizona anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.